Hello everybody, Martin here, back with round 2 of this Legacy League, playing Storm. We're on the draw this time, and I think when we keep this, we're sort of vulnerable to both turn 1 discard on our Petal and, on our Ponder and also Wasteland, but let's see. Wooded Foothills, hoping this is Elves then. I think it is then? Whoa! Right, okay. So it is Enchantress. Wow, you don't see that a lot. So I think we can afford to probe here and see what they're sitting on, because they might have like Rest in Peace, in which case we probably want to duress them. But if they have nothing, then we're just gonna ponder. And they have the Ladder, which is nothing. Utopia, another Utopia Sprawl. And they have 2 Enchantress's presence, or Enchantress effects. So they have Argothian and Presence. And they have a Sarah Sanctum. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And let's just see. I actually don't even remember how exactly these cards work. So when the forest is tapped, it adds another mana. So right now, this next turn, this forest. Well, no, they can actually both play Utopia Sprawl on this forest and have it tap for mana and then play the Sanctum as well. But yeah, if they top deck a Rest in Peace, we can't do anything about it. So I guess I think I'd take the probably I'd take the cheap Enchantress. Oh no, I can't. If I'm thinking this is a discard spell. Never mind. I don't think I'd take anything, is what I'm meant to say. I think I just ponder and see if I can find a win. And I can for next turn. Let's draw the probe, pass the turn. Hope they don't somehow get like a white leyline or some nasty thing into play. And there's the Bayou. I forgot to write. Okay. Utopia Sprawl for the last mana, I guess? Draw a card? Sure. So, I think this is like, at least game 1 is like the nightmare scenario for an Enchantress. I don't think they ever want to meet Storm. So, let's just go through the motions here. Let's duress for a mana, because it builds Threshold. We could have gone to Threshold without. I'm being a bit sloppy here. We should have just played out the LED first and sacked. So we have 5, we have 8, then we have 6 Storm 8, we have 4 Storm 9, so yeah. We just sack for black and Tutor Chain. And there's the Tendrils. Sweet. Alright, well, sideboarding wise, yeah, we want the Chain of Vapor and probably some Abrupt Decays. Probably want the Ad Nauseam, and we probably don't want Empty the Warrens in the main or 2 Past in Flames, because this is a deck that runs Rest in Peace in all likelihood. Maybe we even want the 3rd Decay. And I think we can skip on a Preordain, skimp on a Grim Tutor, and cut. What's the last card we cut here? Probably a discard spell now that we are loaded up on ground removal. Maybe we can even go down to 4 discard spells, and then bring back the Either the Preordain or the Grim Tutor. Probably the Preordain because of Ad Nauseam. Right. Wow, I don't see this deck a lot. I don't think I've actually ever played it in paper. I played against it. I think I've faced it a few times on Magic Online, but it's sort of one of the, it's like Skull Island or something for me. It's like one of those uncharted pieces of Legacy that I don't really even know how good it actually is. I guess you feel that the format is solved enough to a point that if this was actually like a really good deck, that more people would play it. But I can't shake the feeling that it is a lot better than it actually gets credit for, and for some reason people just don't like to play it. I don't think it has like a lot of seriously expensive cards. There's no Tabernacle. Got cheap duels, but I guess like a lot of the cards don't overlap with anything else. Alright, so anyway, in any case, they mulligan to 6, and I think we have to do that as well, because no lands, no mana. Keep this, for sure. They keep as well. Yeah, I guess we take the diamond. Oof, they have discard. Yikes. Didn't really think they would. But I guess they showed me a Bayou, right, in game 1? Miri's Guile. Okay, that's a good card for them. It's not quite... it's not quite as good as Sylvan Library, because they don't get to just draw a lot of cards, but I guess that comes easily. So the question is now, do we, seeing the Bayou and actually starting to consider the fact they might have discard, do we then play out the LED first? Just skimp on the Storm? I think we do. I don't think it's likely they'll have removal for the LED once it's on the battlefield. I could be wrong. We could have also therapied them blindly. Maybe that would have been correct. Okay. Thoughtseize, okay. So if they take the decay, then we know that they have some sort of hateful permanent to come down. And that will inform us on the therapy, at least to an extent. So they take the ritual, okay, so I guess they don't really have anything. So why'd they tap their Sanctum for white? Well, we draw into perfects here, kind of. Trinisphere. And then Presence and Argothian. So I suppose we take their Trinisphere, even though we have an answer for it, but it's just like it'll take a turn for us. I'd much rather have them spend their turn tapping out for one of their presence effects. If they have a second discard spell, then we're gonna fire off the Brainstorm, even though it's like a lot worse. Okay, Argothian, they just pass. Cool. Don't really want all these discard spells. And that's really awkward. If we had another draw spell, we could maybe get somewhere here, but as it is, I guess I don't mind terribly. You know what I don't mind? I don't mind taking the Ad Nauseam here and then decaying their Guile, because then they don't get to dig. And that might just be a huge punt if they untap and then... if they have drawn like another hateful permanent or have one tucked away on top, but I think this Muri's Guile is more trouble. So yeah, let's put back 1 land, 2 lands. It means we're like looking at a fairly, like we're getting to a semi-low life total in terms of the ad nauseam, but yeah. Why are they tapping their lands? I don't get this. Seriously, I'm completely thrown off by that. Why aren't they? Why are they attacking? So I think we probably pay mana for this. Whoa. Leyline and another Trinisphere. Okay, so they won't be able to get to the Leyline mana most likely, but they can definitely cast the Trinisphere soon. So what do they need? They just need 1 mana to cast. No! This doesn't tap for mana. Sweet. Let's just take. Whoops. Let's take their Trinisphere. Seriously, Fjolnir, or however you pronounce your name, why are you doing this? If someone knows why they're doing this, please tell me in the comments here. Is there something they're afraid of, that like untapped permanents or something? Gosh, this is just ever so slightly awkward. Do we Thoughtseize here? Drop to 13? I don't think we do. We risk it to get the biscuit. Oh, there's a land. They still can't cast the presence. This is so weird. Well, here's Volcanic, which means we get to go Infernal Tutor for Past in Flames, Flashback Past in Flames, or Cast Past in Flames. So we'll have 7, -2 is 5, -4 is 1. The Dark Ritual is 3. Infernal Tutor, that still doesn't get us anywhere. I think we just pass once more. Whatever they had, they couldn't cast it, and so the best they can hope for is like a 3rd land, I guess. Ooh, okay, that's pretty nice. Now they're kind of live, because now the Sanctum taps for 1, and this Bayou taps for 2, so they can at least cast their Argothian Presence. And there's another land, so green. Okay, so they can cast the Leyland actually. All right. The thing is, that doesn't exile what's already there. But yeah, since we don't have a tutor there, it's not the best. Well, we got there the hard way with the ad nauseam here. So I think what we just do is we hard cast ad nauseam and sack LED for black. Right, or hang on, just before we go completely nuts. Is there any way we want to do this another way? Like, again, go for the Infernal Tutor for Past in Flames? No, right, because both ad nauseam and Infernal Tutor will be exiled into the Leyline. Anyways, let's do it. We already used our land drop. Petal is nice. Diamond is very nice. Now we just need to be able to get enough storm to get the tendrils. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty sweet here. Yeah. Awesome. Probably don't even need to go any further, but let's just keep going. Wow, this ad nauseam is just like the godly ad nauseam. All right, well, have to stop here. So let's duress them. Yeah, whatever. Doomwake Giant, cool. Let's cast the Dark Ritual. Let's cast the Threshold Cabal Ritual. Cast all these LEDs. And just go for the Tendrils. Quick and dirty. That's how we like it. Alright, well, we did have to slug through some very weird and slow draw steps, but so did they. But we got there. Cool. So, 2-0, that's a nice start. And thanks for watching. I'll be back with the next round.